Good evening, everyone. I am Rahul Gupta, member Punjab State COVID Control Room. Today is the 70th day of sharing information regarding COVID 19. The world figures for COVID 19 today are total of confirmed cases 61 lakh 97,000, recovered cases 27 lakh 61,000, dead 3 lakh 71,000. For India, the figures are confirmed cases 1 lakh 86,000, recovered cases 88,600, dead 5,300. In Punjab, the situation continues to be stable. Positive cases are 2,263, increase of 30 since yesterday. Recovered cases are 1,987. Total lives lost so far 45. Active cases 231, which means that the recovery rate continues to hover at 88%. Patients who are on ventilator support, only 2. Punjab government has announced a 4-week extension in the lockdown. The lockdown will now continue till 30th June, subject to some relaxations, which will depend primarily on the relaxations being given by the central government, which I would shortly enumerate to you after reading out 2 more items about the news regarding COVID in Punjab. The violations in lockdown norms are continuing and the government is taking that very seriously. In the last 13 days, government has fined more than 40,000 people and more than 1 crore rupees has been imposed as fine. It is a huge amount and it shows that people are taking the lockdown measures not very seriously, which is not in good taste. And the government intends that the lockdown norms, guidelines, advisories should be strictly followed. Punjab government has also ordered Food and Civil Supplies Department for adding face masks in the ration kits for free distribution to the poor and the needy. Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India announced new guidelines regarding the lockdown, or shall we say the opening up of the various services and the economy in a phased manner. These will come into effect from 1st June and will continue till 30th June. As per these guidelines, now total lockdown will continue to be maintained in the containment zones only. Essential services will of course be allowed in the containment zones, but no other relaxations. Relaxations outside the containment zones are as follows. From June 8th, the religious places, hotels, restaurants and shopping malls will be opened. UTs and the states can make these guidelines harsher, but they cannot dilute these guidelines in any way. So that has to be remembered when we are talking of these guidelines. The states and the UTs can make them more strict, but cannot add to any more relaxation in these. So from 8th June onwards, the good part is that religious places, hotels, restaurants and shopping malls can be opened up. In July, what will be decided is whether schools, colleges and coaching institutions can be opened or not. This will depend upon consultations with the states, the UTs, parents, teachers, students, all the stakeholders. In phase 3, the date has not been decided yet. What will be allowed in phase 3 will be international air travel, metro rails, cinema halls, gyms, swimming pools, bars, auditoriums, social, political, sports and other such functions. Night curfew will continue all over India from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. So this is good news for morning walkers. They can come out of their houses after 5 a.m. Another good news is that the interstate movement of the people is now allowed. There would be no need for any kind of pass, but again, it will be the choice of a state whether it will allow people from other states to enter its borders or not, depending on the situation existing in the state or in the neighboring states. But the better part is that goods will be traveling from one state to another without any obstruction. No state whatsoever will impose any kind of restriction on the interstate movement of goods. Other directives given in these guidelines by the center are that use of Arogya Setu app is very important. What is mandatory is that social distancing of 6 feet, use of face masks, not entry of not more than 5 people in the shops, not more than 50 guests at a marriage, not more than 20 people for funerals. And of course, what is punishable with fine is spitting, consumption of pan, gutka, liquor, tobacco in a public place. And some additional directives for people who are going to work is that as far as possible, work should be done from home. Businesses should stagger the business hours so that there is not too much of rush during the office hours. And of course, each office and workplace has to maintain frequent sanitization and thermal screening and other respiratory and hand hygiene programs. What is strongly recommended is that people above 65 years of age and those people who have comorbidities, pregnant women, children below 10 years of age, they should surely stay home at all times. And people who are working, they should also stay home as far as possible and work from home. As they say, to beat COVID-19, stay at home, stay safe. That's all for today. Thank you.